What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys yet another 2014 NFL Draft Day scenario. Now, this one, I'm hearing rumors going around the league that the Detroit Lions could be trading up for Sammy Watkins. Now, how does this work? How does this make sense? Golden Tate was just added to the roster via free agency. Well, let's take a look. Now, first of all, according to my latest mock draft, this is how I have it shaking out. Now, 9 days after the release of my mock, I realized that, you know what, I don't even think Blake Bortles is going to go #1 overall. I think Jadeveon should be that guy, and I've said it all along. I had a slight change of heart, but I've changed my mind. So in my 4.0, just a little tidbit, that's what, we're going to be seeing there. But just basing this off of my 3.0, what if, again, the Rams being that key point in, being able to trade back with a team who wants to trade up, what happens if we see a scenario where the Lions trade up at #2, grab Sammy Watkins in front of a team like potentially Cleveland or Oakland, who potentially want Sammy Watkins? Let's take a look at the Lions and their receiving corps first of all. Now you see there Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, and there's a bit of a fall off there from talent. Now, to be honest with you guys, this is just my opinion. I don't think Golden Tate is a #2 receiver in the league. He got paid like a #2, but me personally, I don't see him as a #2. Now, if you bring in Sammy Watkins, he could potentially be #2 alongside of Calvin Johnson. And then Golden Tate, I understand that he's not really that slot receiver type of guy, but he is 5'10". Maybe put him in as a #3 slot type of guy. Also, Ryan Broyles is there. He's been having injury problems throughout his career. And not a whole lot, else at the receiver position. Jeremy Ross, bit of a returner there from Green Bay. They bring him in. He did a little bit of, he was able to produce, I should say. But, I really don't see anything after Calvin Johnson and a little bit of Golden Tate. You bring in Sammy Watkins, you relieve pressure off of Calvin Johnson. And now you got more one-on-one matchups on the outside potentially, and you've just got weapons all around. Now, what do the Lions give up to trade up for Sammy Watkins? Now, this is a potential scenario here. They would obviously have to give up the 10th overall pick. I think they would also give up their 2nd-round pick in this year's draft. And then in next year's draft, they'd potentially also give up their 1st as well. So 2 firsts and a 2nd to trade up 8 spots to grab Sammy Watkins. It's an interesting scenario. It's a rumor that's been going around the league right now, and it would definitely make that offense a lot more dynamic, because I feel as if the Lions have been searching for that #2 receiver to take some pressure off of Calvin Johnson's double teams and even triple teams at times. It didn't work out with Titus Young. It didn't work out with Nate Burleson. Ryan Broyles has been banged up. They need to find a guy, and what better guy to find than the best receiver in this draft in Sammy Watkins? But I think Sammy Watkins could also potentially be a #1 receiver on most NFL teams. If you pair him up with Calvin Johnson, I think that might be potentially the best wide receiver tandem in the NFL. I might say it is the best tandem. You got Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey in Chicago. I wouldn't even say Roddy White and Julio Jones this last season was rough for them. So, that would be absolutely lethal if you could get a Sammy Watkins and Calvin Johnson alongside of each other. But this is kind of the scenario I would see shaking out if they decided to trade with the Rams up about 8 spots, and then this is what they would give up. But let me know what you guys think. Throw your comments and questions and concerns down below in the comment box regarding this rumor going around. Sammy Watkins going to the Detroit Lions at #2 overall. That's interesting stuff. Again, throw your stuff down in the comments box below. And that's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.